Hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to multiply decimal numbers by whole numbers. How to multiply decimal numbers by whole numbers. We have example on the board. 2.14 multiplied by 3. And the 3 is the whole number, while 2.14 is the decimal numbers. So we are going to try the first example on the board. Now, when we were multiplying decimal numbers by decimal numbers, we made mention that the first thing you are supposed to do is to ignore the decimal point in the question. So we are going to apply the same rule here. We are ignoring that decimal point there. So let's move ahead to multiply. 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12. So we are going to write the 2 carry 1. 3 multiplied by 1 will give us 3 plus our 1, it will give us 4. Then 3 multiplied by 2 will give us 6. So you have this. What did we say when we were solving the decimal numbers multiplying another decimal number? We said after you are done multiplying your numbers, you should note that the decimal point is here. And then go to the question and count the number of decimal places you are having in the question. So when you come to this question, you realize that you are having only 2 decimal places. This is a decimal place and this is another decimal place. This is a whole number and this is a whole number. So we are going to count only this, which is 1, 2. So after you are done counting your decimal places, you will now come to move the decimal point from the edge here to the right, to the left hand side 2 times. So we are jumping 1, 2 times. So our point is going to be here. Therefore, our answer is 6.42. 2.14 multiplied by 3 will give you 6.42. Let's move on to example number 2. Our example number 2 is 0.32 times 5. 0.32 times 5. This is the whole column and the whole number column, and this is a whole number. This is a decimal number. All of them are decimal and these are decimal places. So we said the first thing is to rewrite the question. So I'm going to rewrite it as 0.32 multiplied by 5. It doesn't matter where you put the 5, you can put it here. You ignore the decimal point and now multiply it through. 5 times 2 will give us 10. So when you have 10, what do we do? You are going to write the 0 and carry the 1 forward. 5 times 3 is 15 plus this one, making it 16. So we have 16 here. What do? You write a 6 and carry the 1 forward. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 1, making it 1. Now you have this. And as we learned earlier, the decimal point is always at the end here. You then count the decimal places in the question. How many decimal places do we have in this question? We have 2 decimal places. This is the first decimal place and the second decimal place. This one is not having decimal places. So we are going to move the point 2 times based on the number of decimal places we are having in the question. So you will be here and you move 1, 2. Therefore, 0.32 times 5 will give us 1.60. Let's move to example number 3. This time around, you are going to solve it by yourself. We have 1.02 times 3 on the board. 1.02 times 3. Solve this on your own. Pause the video and solve it. Okay, welcome back. Let's solve this question together. You are going to rewrite this as 1.02 multiplied by 3. And as the first rule says, ignore the decimal point. So we are multiplying 3 by 2. 3 times 2 will give us 6. 3 times 0 will give us 0. 3 times 1 will give us 3. So you have this. Now we then count the decimal places that we are having in the question. When you look at this, the only decimal places we are having are this and this. So we have 2 decimal places in all. Our point is here. We are going to move it 2 times to the left hand side. So we are moving as 1 and 2. Therefore, the final answer is 3.06. Thank you so much for being part of this class. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly subscribe press the notification button so that whenever we drop tutorials like this, you would be able to be notified to watch this. Share the link to your colleagues to also join us. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.